It is cycle 2, week 8. Let's get into our memory work. So our memory work for this week for history is tell me about European exploration between the late 1400s and the mid 1500s. Diaz, there's your D, rounded the Cape, get your cape on, of Good Hope. Smile because you have hope. Amerigo Vespucci sailed to the Americas. Americas are, you put like your log cabin pieces together and you stir it like a big melting pot. So Amerigo Vespucci sailed to the Americas. Balboa crossed Central America to the Pacific. There's your ocean. Magellan, there's your M. Magellan's crew sailed around the world, and you can move your whole body with this and act like you're about ready to get seasick because they sailed for a super long time. Sailed around the world. And Coronado explored the American Southwest. So let's take that from the top because this is south, pull it down, west, bring it your W. So tell me about European exploration. Between the late 1400s and the late 1500s, Diaz rounded the Cape of Good Hope. Amerigo Vespucci sailed to the Americas. Balboa crossed Central America to the Pacific. Magellan's crew sailed around the world. And Coronado explored the American Southwest. There's your history. Okay, math. This time I printed off a 200s chart, and I went ahead, I'm going to have the kids find all of the numbers for our 14s, skip counting by 14s. So 14, 28, 42, 56, 70, 84, 98, 112, 126, 140, 154, 168, 182, 196. We're going to find all those places and circle them. Then we're going to draw lines, kind of like a big connect the dots. So 14 to 28, 28 to 42, 42 to 56, 56 to 70, 70 to 84. We're going to continue all the way down. So they just made a road map. What we're going to do next, for the next few times that we need to repeat our memory work, is that we're going to race our little cars down our ramp. So 14, 28, 42, 56, 70, 84, 98, 112, 126. We're going to play like a bumper car all the way down. And we'll do that a few times over. Okay? So that is math, skip counting by 14s. Our English, reflexive pronouns. Our reflexive pronouns, we are continuing on with our chicken dance. I will put the username of the person that I originally found the chicken dance song to on my comment section below. So we're going to continue on. This is reflexive pronouns. So this is when the song slows down into more of its waltz. So the reflexive pronouns are myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves. And we're going to sing it slower. So it starts, reflexive pronouns, myself, yourself, himself, herself, itself, ourselves, yourselves, themselves, and then it switches over to the interrogative pronouns. So we're gonna almost cut it off like you just turned off your car radio, which is almost maddening for all the kids. I am planning on using, during review time, I made up this little chart. I didn't make it up, I found it. I can put a username later on. But I found somebody had actually made a picture, put a picture that made sense to go with each different type of pronoun. And so and then they put the pronouns down below. So I went ahead and printed that all out, taped it together so I could kind of fold it out. During our review time, we are going to actually go through all of that together so I can go ahead and flip it all out and we can practice it all together. Put it all in one piece. Makes me happy. All right, let's go on to our Latin. First conjugation, present perfect tense. This is a repeat of last week. So last week we reminded them like, hey, whenever you had your present for that very first week, what did you do? You went, oh, but this is the most perfect present. So what do you do when you get the most perfect present? You go, because you're so excited. So we're going to go E, and then we're going to shake our box. Isti, like what is it? Isti, it. And then imis, I must have it. Imis. Istis, shake that box again. And then you finally opened it, so you're going to run off and go play with it. So errant, so you run off. So errant. So E, isti, it, imis, istis, errant. Okay? So we talked about last week, FD Moderator had actually put a correction on our Latin so that the correct pronunciation that they're saying right now is that you say it with an E instead of an I, like they have in the review CD. Okay? So that was our Latin first conjugation, present perfect tense. Here is our geography. We're going to sing this to the tune of Frere Jacques. Kind of like our very first week because we sang that for the different continents. So, actually I have a map right behind me. So, this week we're going to do the Mid-Atlantic world. We are doing the Cape of Good Hope right here. So here's a smiley face. You can have the kids draw a smiley face right there. I think I need a darker marker. Cape of Good Hope. Okay? And then they're going to go up to the Canary Islands. Canary Islands are right here. You can go ahead and make a dot and a music note. Canary Islands. Okay? And then we're going to go to the Strait of Magellan. And we're going to put an M right there for the Strait of Magellan. And then the Treaty of, I want to say it right, Tordesillas goes up right here. So we're just going to go ahead and follow the dotted line that they have for that. So the Treaty of Tordesillas, okay? And we're going to do that while singing Frere Jacques. So the way that we do it is we're going to sing Cape of Good Hope, Cape of Good Hope, Canary Island, Canary Island, Strait of Magellan, Strait of Magellan, Treaty of Tordesillas, Treaty of Tordesillas. Okay, I think I said that last part right. And then we have science. What are some parts of the sun? We have core, radiative zone, convective zone, photosphere, solar flares, sunspots, and corona. We're going to have a little bit of fun with this. I'm going to bring in a part of my lunch. Cantaloupe. What does a cantaloupe have to do with the parts of the sun? Here's what it is. It is a perfect example and model of the sun. So some of my students are going to be able to do probably two at a time. I have two of these. They're going to be able to point out the parts of the sun on my cantaloupe. So the parts of the sun that we have are going to be core, in the middle, radiative zone. That's the next part that you see, radiative zone. Convective zone. That's this little layer right here, convective zone. Photosphere. Solar flares. See all the little parts popping out right there. Solar flares and sunspots. If you can find any like bruised bad parts on there, those are our sunspots. And then the corona is that invisible transparent surface that you can't see from the sun. So the corona, while I have some students that are pointing it out on my cantaloupe, I can go and have the other students pointing out like a visual picture. So what are some parts of the sun? So, and we're going to point it out like that. So what are some parts of the sun? Core, radiative zone, convective zone, photosphere, solar flares, see all the little messy parts right there, sunspots, and corona. Okay, there's your parts of the sun. And it should be delicious later after we're all done using it in class. All right, so let's move on to our timeline. So timeline is we're going to do Council of Nicaea. So the Council of Nicaea, they're doing the three parts of the Trinity into one. So Council of Nicaea. Augustine, there's your letter A, of Hippo. So Augustine of Hippo, he actually had like a conversion, and so that's his conversion right there. Jerome, there's your J. Jerome completes the Vulgate. This is the book that he wrote. Jerome completes the Vulgate. Visigoths sack Rome. There's your R. So Visigoths sack Rome. The Middle Ages, circa 450 to circa 1500. Council of Chalcedon. So there's your Council of Chalcedon, sorry. Council of Chalcedon. I'm trying to remember what that... Oh, the two parts. Oh, Jesus... I'll remember it later, I'll tell you. Two parts into... I'll remember it. Council of Chalcedon. And then Western Roman Empire falls to barbarians. So Western Roman Empire falls to barbarians. And you can get yell. Okay? And that is our week 8 for cycle 2. I hope you had fun and good luck for the rest of your week. I'll talk to you later. I'll see you later. Bye.